WellLynx Navigation. The default page after signing in is the dashboard, which consists of several components. On the left side, the navigation. It has a 3-level hierarchy: producer or the company, the field, and the asset, which is the well. On the top right of the dashboard, you will see several icons. This one is to minimize and maximize the app, based on your screen. This one is to log off and to change user settings. These are the two important ones, which is the global notifications for all the assets within your domain. The next one is the alarms, which is similar to notifications. The difference between them is that alarms are user-defined, and notifications are defined by the manufacturer of the equipment. The dashboard consists of 3 pieces: the navigation on the left side, the map, and at the bottom is a preview window. As you notice, there is an auto zoom checkbox. If you click on it, the map will auto zoom to the selected asset. By clicking here, you can select all your assets. The map has 2 different icons. The round icon represents the field, and each color represents the percentage of wells that are in different modes. We have several modes, and you can see it in the legend: green for running, red for faulted, orange for warning, and blue means offline. If I select this field, for example, you can see 3 different wells, and if I highlight any of them, either from the left side navigation or just by clicking on the icon itself, at the bottom you will see information about that asset. All these are active components, so if I click on the frequency, it will pop up a window showing you the data frequency for the last 12 hours or the last day. All these are interactive components, so you can zoom in, zoom out, and you can download it as a PNG, JPEG, PDF, or Excel document. Also, if you want to navigate to any of the wells, you can either double-click on the well name, which will take you to the actual assets view, or if I go back to the map and click on the field, it will take me to the field view. The second view that we should highlight is the global status, which is very similar to the dashboard. However, the data is represented in a grid view without any geographical location. These are the same field icons that you have seen on the map. Here it lists all the operators, and it shows you how many assets each company has. On top here, it shows a global summary of all the assets. This is actually a current status. If you want to see an uptime report, you can click on this icon, which will give you 3 different navigations: 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. And it will also give you a calendar to choose a custom date. The data is grouped here based on operators on the left side, so you can select which operator you want to see. Each one of these big icons actually represents a field. It will list the name of the operator, then the field, meaning that if you have multiple fields within the same operator, you will have multiple icons for that. There is also small icons here at the bottom for each field. Notifications, location, this will give you the locations for that field. Communication, this will show you the communication report for the field. It will list all the wells within that field and how successful are we to obtain and reading data from those assets. And alarms. This one will give you the alarms for all the wells within that field. You can drill down in here to each individual wells, and one of the unique features here is the ability to compare wells. So you can select multiple wells together, and you can generate an event chart that actually shows you all the events, alarms, and actions that were performed on that well on a timeline. And here, you will see that you can hover over them, and you will be able to get the event's description and when it happened. There are several icons here that represent different states. The red one means it's in a faulted state, the orange is warning, the green means running, and the red alarm bell is used to define an alarm. The purple shows you a set point on a well, so if somebody changed a parameter on a well, it will be highlighted as a purple icon. The white is for comments. If somebody uploaded a comment, it will display here. And the gray one represents documents, which can be an installation or maintenance report. So this allows you to compare all the events between wells. You have the ability to compare up to 5 wells. The next main navigation is the asset view, which lists all the assets that you have. You can do a quick search here if you have a lot of assets and look up certain fields. For example, if you typed opt, it will show you all the wells that starts with opt. It also shows you here the location and the IP address for that asset and the type of that asset. At the bottom there is the page navigation, where you can navigate between the pages to see the next assets. My Assets is virtual field, where you have the ability to group certain assets that are very critical to you. It allows the users to highlight or tag certain wells to be in my asset group. The subscription summarizes all the alarms and report that you subscribe to, and you can see here that you have the ability to add an alarm. The watch list is a window that allows you to monitor data for multiple wells on the same page. The decommission view gives you an access to wells that have been decommissioned. The data still exists in our system, so if you want to retrieve decommissioned data, you can.